Hello YouTubers, today I want to explain how the pattern of socks, and this slippers in English, and in Dutch is it sloffen. I saw a beautiful socks years ago on Pinterest, just a picture, and later on I saw it in a book, and it is a Norwegian book. And it's called Met and Now. I don't know if I pronounce it very well, but the writer is Mervi Passane. And I had to explain and to translate everything in the book. But it is a beautiful book. But I'm very glad that this lady has translated in English. Mervi Passane with one needle. Beautiful book. You can see beautiful patterns, and here is a pattern what I want to talk about. This is the socks of Klaas Britta socks, and she writes about it very, very beautiful. But how are you going to make them, and how do you start with those socks? First, I made a mole of my foot. This is, I hope you can see it. Maybe I have to choose a smaller. This is a big mole of my foot. This is a smaller. This is for my wife. You make a mole of paper or cotton or wood, whatever you are comfortable with. Here is another mole. And in the middle of that mole, you make that line. And you start with the sock with a row of stitches. And the length of the row of stitches is, here I can show it here. It is this 1, 2, 3, 4 tones, and then I make it this long. So just those four. So your tones, 4, not a big one. And you can measure it what your feet is. And then I'm going to make a curve, and it looks like this. The stitch is finish stitch 2 plus 2 and connection stitch F2. So you might make that curve, and then at the end, this is the knot where you started with, you make an increase in that and there and there. So you make at the end 3 increases. And then you get this, it going already around. And then I make another color too, to see everything very well. And I fold it just like this. And here I'm going to make in this and that loop. And at the corners of this, I'm going to increase 2 stitches. And then I'm measure it just like that. And when I come at this point where my foot is very wide, I stop with increasing there 2 stitches and on this side. Here I made already and here you can see this is on my feet. Going to be very, and where you can see, I always look at these sides. I'm going to increase 2 stitches, and at the widest point I stop, and then I do normal nail binding. This at this last 2 there is no increasing more anymore. And then I make, when I measure it, okay, yes, and then I'm almost halfway of my foot already. It's not very how you call it. It is not exactly at a centimeter or millimeter exact. It is. When I'm in here, I make a loose loop. So here I started with that color, and then I'm going around. And here in that corner, here, I go here around. And in these corners, I'm going to decrease stitches. There are three stitches, 1, 2, 3, and here also 3. And when I'm going around the first round, I'm going to rounds, and then increase 3 stitches, decrease 3 stitches, there decrease, here decrease 3 stitches, and then I'm going around, so here with your and then at the top I'm going to increase 5 stitches, and in the next round when I'm coming at the top I'm increasing 3 stitches. All you can see at needlebinding.com if it's not exactly. And first increase, decrease. In the corners we decrease. Here you can see decrease 3 stitches, and then I'm going to decrease 5 stitches, 5 stitches, 5 stitches in all those corners. And the first time I'm going at the top, I'm going to increase, it goes bigger, increase bigger, 5, and then I'm going to increase 3 stitches. And then I'm never, when I'm coming at the top, I don't increase or anymore. And this 5 stitches decreasing, when the sock is the right height, I stop just before the ankle. And the nice thing about these slippers, it is slippers with no extra heel. Here I can see a smaller one. And yeah, beautiful socks. And here I have an example. Brighter colors, and you can see better the decreases here. These are a little explanation about the pattern of my socks. Check needlebinding.com, and there you can read it how it's done. I hope you can now make those beautiful slippers. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.